How's it going, everybody? We got an upper day today. It's been a really long time since my last upload, so I apologize, but I'm definitely trying to get back in the swing of things of recording YouTube videos. I just had to get a little more comfortable bringing out the tripod at the new gym, but I think I'm there. I feel pretty comfortable doing it. It's no issue. So expect more videos coming out in the near future. And in this video, I'm also a little injured in my shoulder, my left one. So that's why we don't directly train shoulders today, but we're hitting everything else upper body related. So for this first workout, we're just hitting some chest press. We're doing the full stack for 2 working sets here. It's really heavy. I think I might need the gym pin this, honestly, because I definitely had a pretty complete set to the point where I could push myself a little harder if I had a little more weight on there. But I'm still really happy with that set, and we're gonna do the same weight for another set here, and then we're gonna move on to chest flies. And I'm also working out with my boy Perry. You'll see him in the video a few times. I've been training with him for a few months, almost as his trainer, because as some of you know, I'm also getting certified as a personal trainer. So just having a little experience where I can kind of give someone my knowledge that I've learned and just get used to training someone has always been really helpful for me. And he's been making some really, really good gains lately too, in both his physique and strength. So it's been a win-win for both of us. I will say, after switching gyms and moving here, the equipment is so much better at this gym. It's very well maintained. Just the options are much better. I feel like even the chest fly here versus the one in Napoleon, it just feels a lot smoother, and it's also not like on a set path, meaning you can really move those handles wherever you need to during these reps. So it's not going to put your shoulder in a kind of uncomfortable position. You can put it wherever feels best for you and really target that pectoral muscle properly. The full stack almost feels too light on flies, so we're definitely going to gym pin this next time for the next video, just because it's way too light. Got my boy Perry doing a set here, and to anybody wondering, this is Pro's Gym located in Vandercook, Michigan. I've talked with the owner a few times about this, but I'm probably going to become a personal trainer for this gym and work directly for him instead of being an independent contractor, just because I really like everybody here, and I would love to just be able to be a part of that community. But we're wrapping up on flies here. I'm going to do my last set with the whole stack plus the 15-pound add-on that it allows us to do. But really, I should be busting out the gym pin next video for sure. And that's another thing. Randy, the owner, he does not care if we use gym pins. In fact, he encourages it versus just setting the weight on the machine in a way that might damage it. He'd prefer us to use an actual dedicated attachment thing so we can add on weight safely for both us and the machine. This is the last set for chest, and then we're going to be moving on to back, and we're going to be doing some chest-supported rows. And the machine we do for those here is literally my favorite thing in the world. I swear this is probably my favorite back workout I've ever done. We will be doing the full stack for this as well. And this is a machine that I don't think I could actually gym pin right now physically. I'm not there yet. The whole stack is honestly the perfect weight for me at the moment to get a complete set. So we'll do that for 2 sets here, and then we'll move on to some weighted pull-ups. Doing weighted pull-ups second, rows first, has definitely made my pull-ups a lot weaker. Like, we only do a plate on those instead of the plate and the 25 that I would usually do. But I usually alternate those. So one workout I'll do rows first, another workout I'll do pull-ups first. So overall, the aesthetic and vibe of this gym is just awesome. It's so super old school, super rustic. I just love the equipment. Like, some of the stuff in this gym, equipment-wise, you'll never find in another gym. And a good example of that is actually this back machine. I've literally never seen this exact back machine in another gym. Not even on social media, not in person, nothing. So it's really, really cool, the stuff you can use here. And there's a lot of jacked motherfuckers that work out here, bro. Like, I'm like one of the smallest dudes in this gym. I'm not even kidding. There's some guys that are so fucking jacked, it's like, holy shit. I don't even know. Anyway, we're on to weighted pull-ups. And like I said before, since we started with rows, we're not going nearly as heavy on these, but we're still going to do a plate for 2 working sets. And next time we do an upper day, it's going to start with pull-ups. And that way I'll be able to do a plate and a 25. And my rows will be a little weaker, but that's just how it goes when you alternate workouts like that. To grow your back effectively, I will say all you need is a row movement and a pull-up or a pull-down movement. If you do the both of those every back day with the proper intensity and volume and just proper approach, you will make back gains. It's literally inevitable. One thing I have been emphasizing more of is recovery and rest days, because in the past I've been quite terrible about these, if I'm being honest. I'll just work out throughout the entire week with no rest days. But lately I've been taking 1 to 2 a week, and I've noticed a lot more gains and just higher energy levels overall, which can obviously contribute to a better workout. What we're really focusing on with these reps is a full extension at the bottom of the rep, and then fully getting my chin above the bar. Not on these reps though, these are partials towards the end of the set, but for your actual complete reps, you want to make sure they are complete. Now we're on cable curls, and we've been doing 2 different bicep workouts every upper day just because I feel like biceps are a bit of a weakness for me. So we start with these cable curls, which I also will execute with the cable between my legs and me facing away from the stack. And I notice a really good mind-muscle connection on the biceps that way. But this way is also really effective. You just got to make sure the path that the cable's taken is putting the leverage on your biceps the way you want. But we do these for 2 working sets, and then we go downstairs to do some single arm dumbbell curls, which are also extremely effective bicep workout. And one thing I've been emphasizing a lot more of is isolateral movements, which are basically just single joint exercises, starting on your weaker side just so you can eliminate any muscle imbalance you might have. And just doing those is, I feel like, one of the best ways to train. You can obviously do workouts that include both arms simultaneously doing the reps, but if you notice that one of your muscles on one side of your body is becoming a little bigger or disproportionate to the other side, you might want to start doing some single joint exercises to kind of balance things out. And how you would approach that is go to failure on your weak side and then match the reps on your strong side. Eventually, everything will balance out. But here we're doing some alternating single arm dumbbell curls seated, and I just prefer seated to standing. I mean, realistically, they both hit the same muscle group, but seated is just, I don't know, preference really. We're just doing 2 working sets here to finalize biceps, and then we move to triceps to finish up the workout. I was lucky during this workout to kind of have an empty gym all to myself. Most times that is not the case. Usually the entire parking lot is filled. So this was a really, really lucky encounter. I usually try to come in here on Sundays because that seems to be the best day to record overall. But, sometimes you're just going to have to deal with a few extra people in the gym. There's not much you can do about it. But it was a great workout today. I'm glad I picked this day to record. After these curls, we're moving on to tricep skull crushers, laying down on a flat bench. And another tricep workout that I've been sort of working into my routine is single arm tricep pushdowns with a D handle. I've also seen a lot of people use the cuff on single arm tricep pushdowns. It seems to be more preferable, but I just didn't have access to one, so I use a D handle for now until I can get my hands on one. But these laying down skull crushers still give me extremely good tricep growth. And another variant you can do of these that won't put as much strain or tension on your elbow joint or tendon is an incline skull crusher. So basically just set this bench to about 30 degrees upward and doing skull crushers on there. It kind of alleviates a lot of elbow pain a lot of people experience while doing these. But for me, I don't really experience that personally, so I just do these because I notice more tricep development doing these versus the incline. Since this is the only tricep exercise we're doing this workout, we're doing 3 working sets here, and we're really focusing on keeping our elbows tucked inward rather than having them flare out on these reps, because that'll emphasize more tricep growth. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I used to sort of ego lift on triceps especially, and I've kind of tried to stop doing that. So these are really slow and controlled, keeping the form tight, because if you pick too much weight for your tricep movement, chances are your shoulder's going to take over, and that can put unnecessary strain on your rotator cuff. And that's not what we're looking for here, obviously. We want some clean reps, focusing entirely on our triceps. But yeah, I'm really happy to be back recording. I know I've already said that, but it just feels right, just getting back into the swing of things, and I don't want to have as much of a gap in between uploads anymore moving forward. And I feel like I sound like a broken record saying that because I've definitely said that before and then just not followed through. But this is going to be different. I'm going to stay locked in, at least getting a few uploads out every month. And I'm going to try to stay active up on TikTok and Instagram as well. So be sure to check me out on those platforms too. But besides not hitting shoulders, this was a fantastic upper day. Could not have went better. And I hope you guys enjoy the video and maybe you can learn something. It'll help you in your own training in some way. But let me know if you guys like these voiceovers, because I definitely think I prefer doing this versus using a mic during the workout. It's hard to always think of what to talk about when you're actively lifting. It's easier when you're looking back on the footage and you can just talk about whatever. And I know I kind of recorded a little bit far away from this mirror, so it's kind of hard to see stuff right now, but I'm going to get better at it. It's still me just getting adjusted to the new gym, but I'll get there. And if you guys ever have any questions related to anything fitness or health related at all, check me out on Instagram, shoot me a DM, and I'll be sure to help you out as best as I can. I appreciate you all for watching and continuing to support me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.